Guys. So I'm gonna tell you about the second part of Forrest Gump now. Of course, we start where Forrest is getting on the bus, the school bus, for the first time. And let me show you that here. All right, so we're on Netflix again. And here is Forrest's mother, and she's saying goodbye to him. And he's get on the bus to school.
I remember the bus ride on the first day of school very well.
Are you coming along? Mama said not to be taking rides from strangers. This is the bus to school. I'm Forrest Gump. And Dorothy Harry. Well, now we ain't strangers anymore.
So pretty cute and funny, right? First he says he's not allowed to take any ride with strangers, but then he introduces himself, right? And then says his name, and the bus driver says her name. Then he says they're not strangers anymore, so he can get on the bus. And then he goes and sits down. He has trouble getting a seat, right? He wants to sit on the bus, but no one wants to sit with him, right? Finally, Jenny lets him sit down.
She was like an angel.
She was like an angel, right? So he immediately likes Jenny a lot.
Well, I'm gonna sit down, aren't you? What's wrong with your legs?
So remember, if you've already seen this, Forrest's legs are not very good, right? He goes to see the doctor, right? In the last video, we saw that, and he's got braces on his legs. So she's asking him about his legs, and
I'm nothing at all, thank you. My legs are just fine and dandy.
so my legs are just fine and dandy. So no problem with my legs, right? He's okay with those. Right. And then later we'll see that's really true, right? Okay.
I just sat next to her on that bus and had a conversation all the way to school.
My back isn't like a question mark. These are the main
And next to
straight
Mama,
and narrow.
no one ever talked to me or asked me questions.
Are you stupid or something? Mama says stupid isn't. Stupid good.
Okay. So again, here we see that Forrest is saying something that his mother told him, right? Some kind of bit of wisdom or some advice, and he is repeating that. So this one is stupid is as stupid does, right? If we look at my PowerPoint, here's my PowerPoint on this lesson. So the phrase stupid is stupid does means that the actions of someone often are an indicator of their intelligence or lack of intelligence, so that even a highly intelligent, so smart person does something stupid, so they're still stupid, right? So the idea is that, Forrest is not smart, but, everyone does stupid things. So he's kind of like everyone else, and he always gets another chance, right? To show that he's smart enough. So it's, again, another line from his mother that helps him to feel better and to think, everybody can be stupid, not just him. And, to not get too depressed about that or anything. So the phrase stupid is stupid does variation of an older phrase that means handsome is as handsome does. And this appeared in 1862. So that says here this became popular because of this movie. Again, this movie is very, very popular movie, very famous movie. And so a lot of the stuff in here has gotten into the language of America. It's part of American English. If you say stupid as stupid does, people know, oh, that's from Forrest Gump. You know, so that's partly why I'm teaching you this movie, is because, you know, it's a really famous movie, a lot of stuff in it like that. Okay, so if we go back to the movie here.
I'm Jenny. I'm Forrest Gump.
From that
Forrest
day on, we
Gump.
was always together. Jenny and me was like peas and carrots. She taught me how to climb.
So this is such a beautiful scene, you know, and just makes you feel so happy and free. And these two kids just playing in beautiful nature and this big tree. And I love this part so much. So here it has like peas and carrots, right? So Jenny means like peas and carrots. So meaning, you know, two things that go well together, get along very well together, and are well suited together. So it's a reference to these vegetables. So it just means close, you know, can get along well, good friends like that. It's like peas and carrots. Again, if you say this line, people know that's from this movie.
I showed her how to dangle. She helped me learn how to read. And I showed her how to swing. Sometimes we just sit out and wait for the stars.
Mama's gonna worry about me. Just stay a little longer.
For some reason, Jenny didn't ever want to go home.
Okay, Jenny, I'll stay.
She was my most special friend.
Okay. So yeah, this next part is actually not coming up yet here. I'm not necessarily going to play the whole movie. We don't really have time for that in this video. So I'll just jump to the next part. So Forrest eventually, you know, he starts running so he can run away from the bullies. So there are some terrible bullies that are throwing rocks at him. And to get away from the bullies, he has, you know, Jenny tells him, run, Forrest, run. And so he's running, and then he breaks out of his braces, right? He can run really fast. And he's running around the town, and an old man sees him and says, that boy is a running fool. A running fool. So someone is a something fool, right? And so the meaning is someone who really likes something and does it a lot. So you could say John is a fishing fool, or Jenny's a sewing fool. Just means, you know, someone's really into doing something a lot. And so we use this way. It's a more of a Southern expression from the South. Okay, so actually, in the last part we saw in the movie, Jenny says she doesn't want to go home, and she stays late out, you know, in the tree with Forrest. And so this movie actually deals with some serious issues. And so Jenny's father is not good. You know, he's, we say, abusing her. So here we have child abuse. So that's when you are, you know, not treating children properly. So that's a, you know, situation here with Jenny's father. He, we can see he's chasing them, and he has a bottle of alcohol. So it looks like, you know, whiskey, something like that. And he's, you know, drunk, and anyway, so, you know, this is some kind of serious side to this movie. It's not just a comedy. So yeah, anyway, Jenny's father is like an alcoholic, or he has alcoholism as a problem, and he is abusing Jenny, right? So here, Jenny's father abuses Jenny, so she goes to live with her grandmother. Jenny's father is an alcoholic. Okay, so that's this part. So the next part, where Forrest is being chased by those bullies. So first time he's a kid in elementary school. Next time he's in high school, like senior high school. and they're in the truck, and the truck has this flag in front. This is the flag for the South, for the southern states. And we talked about Civil War, and anyway, so it's called the battle flag, and it's a symbol of slavery and white supremacy. So it shows white guys who think they're better than black people, and it's still used by those like KKK guys. They still like to show this flag. Okay. Later on, Forrest, he's good at running, so he can play American football, and he's on the football team, and that's how he can go to college. He gets a scholarship, like money and education and everything, because he's good at running and playing American football. So here, National Football League, most popular American professional football league, has the highest average attendance. So very, very popular. It's the most popular sport in America and makes the most money. So yeah, it's not basketball, not baseball. It's American football is the most popular. It makes the most money in America. Next part, Forrest is at school, and his friend talks about the coons. Coons want to go to school. So that's talking about black people. And they used to be separate, so they could not go to school with white people. So a coon means a black person. And then you can also see the N word, Nigger, in the movie, and that's a very bad word. We don't say that word. You might hear it in music and things like that, but usually just don't say that. Maybe black people could say that, right? But we, at least if you're not black, it's totally not okay to use that word. So don't use it like you think it's funny or joking. No, don't do that, okay? Anyway, so segregation means separation. Oh, sorry, I blocked the thing again. Okay, action or state of setting someone or something apart from others. So black people not joining. And then actually JFK, right, in the 60s, he's a really good president and wanted everybody to be equal. So he said black people should join the schools, the white students in school. So that's what that is. And in this part of the movie, the leader of the state of Alabama was trying to keep the black people out, the students out, and then the president was saying they had to join the school. So it's a big, as you see in this movie, we have some history, right? And then Forrest is in that part of the history of America. Okay, so just after that, there's we call Assassination. That's when you try to kill some political leader. And so we see that part as well in the movie. And so here's some history. This governor of Alabama named George Wallace, was shot 5 times by a man named Bremer. And you see Forrest is there for that as well. So has a way of getting involved in some famous historical things in American history, different events in American history. So yeah, okay, so that's it for this part. Please look at the questions. You want to answer those questions by yourself first and try as hard as you can. If you're not sure, you can always ask me, about the questions, but I'll post the answers eventually the next week so you can see what the answers are. But try to do the questions by yourself first, okay? All right, so good luck, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you're enjoying the movie as well. So take care.